Hello, everybody. One second. I'm still getting set up. Okay. I've got some interesting news for you guys. As y'all know, Ozzy Osbourne passed away this last week, and now Hulk Hogan is dead at the age of 71. I believe it comes in threes. However, this is just more surprising information. Um, Hall of Famer Hulk Hogan has died at the age of 71 following a reported cardiac arrest at his Clearwater home early on Thursday morning. Medics responded to a cardiac arrest call at Hogan's residence around dawn. Multiple police vehicles and EMT were seen outside the home. Hogan was transported by stretcher into an ambulance. His wife, Sky, had recently denied rumors of coma, saying his heart was strong. Hogan has been recovering from neck surgery performed May. Speculation about his health had circulated for weeks, including deathbed rumors. And born Terry Jean Bollea, Hogan was a central figure in wrestling rise during the 1980s and 90s. So, that is the news that I have so far that I am getting is that Hulk Hogan has passed away. Um, I'm looking for more news related to this. Um, Hogan suffered a possible cardiac arrest event in his home in Clearwater, Florida, according to TMZ Sports. Um, it is a breaking news story, and I'm sure that there will be more updates regarding his passing. I just wanted to do a real quick update and let people know that that he has passed away. Um, Also coming from wrestling news and many different sites right now. KATV has also posted a news article. Medics were called to the home in Clearwater, Florida, early Thursday morning. There were numerous police cars and EMT outside the wrestling legend's home, and he was carried on a stretcher into an ambulance. Just a few weeks prior, Hogan's wife had denied that he was in a coma, saying his heart was strong and he was recovering from surgeries. So far, all the news seems to be the same. And as you can see, I'm going to show you. It's listed everywhere. So we'll see what happens with this information. Um, I thought that it would be pertinent to let you guys know. Ozzy Osbourne passed away. I grew up as a 70s, 80 kid and was used to all of his songs, to including Mama, I'm Coming Home. That song actually resonated with me, but for other reasons. Um, yeah, now Hulk Hogan, and things come in threes, so just in my mind, I'm wondering who's next, what's next. And, at the beginning of this month, I actually lost a sister of mine. So, now I'm like really, really, man, all the latest and greatest are going. It's like the big names are leaving. And it lets I'm 55. It's starting to let me know how old I am, when I'm starting to see the people that were like idols in my life when I was growing up passing away. Then you start realizing just how old you really are. So, anyways, let's take a look at some earthquakes for today. Let's get this up here so I can pull some earthquakes up for you guys. And we are going to look at Canada because Canada has been having some earthquakes as well. So let's get this up here. I just want to look and see what fives we have. Now, I had said to watch Indonesia. Indonesia yesterday had a 6.3 earthquake. So that actually has occurred, and now we have an earthquake 5.2 in Antofagasta, Chile. We've had a 5.3 Santa Cruz Islands, a 5.0 off the east coast of Kamchatka, and a 5.1 as well. Both of those are going to be aftershocks. So is the 5.5 and the 5.5, both of them Sulawesi, Indonesia. Those are all aftershocks. I am surprised. And let's take a look at the fours and see if there's more aftershocks for Sulawesi, Indonesia that are smaller. And there are. And we're still seeing an ongoing of the earthquakes for Alaska. So Alaska will continue to see aftershocks as well. And let's go to latest earthquakes here, so we can take a look and see if there's how many there's been. There's been an earthquake in Leo. So Leo is over here near, I believe that's near Indonesia. So let's look, because Lao, I'm not sure how to pronounce it. Forgive me if I'm butchering it, but this is not a place that you see earthquakes so very often. Hello, Sage Pup. Welcome to the chat. Richard, thank you for being here. Be safe going out. So this is Lao over here. And then if you guys know, there's also another wars and rumors of wars when you have Taiwan and another country exchanging blows now. Let me see, what was the name? I believe it's Cambodia. Taiwan. And I believe it's Cambodia. They've recalled their people. I believe it's Cambodia. They've been having civilian clashes, and apparently somebody stepped on a bomb or something. Something happened. Anyways, civilians right now, as of 9 hours ago, were running for cover as clashes erupted in Thailand's border with Cambodia. So I can show y'all this first. This is the earthquake that occurred. I just showed y'all this, but I wanted to sort of touch in on what's going on. This is just basic earthquake, but not a normal area to see earthquakes. Of course, we have a water area here, and no volcanic areas that I can see, but we do have a lot of fault lines up here and plates. So let's see here. Now I did download something new, so I don't know that it's going to work. This just shows fault lines. So that is a Seguin fault. And then over here we have the Red River fault. So I downloaded something new. I'm just not sure how well it's going to work. Alright, so as we know what has happened with Thailand. Oops, that is not what I wanted. Okay. China has reacted to deadly Thailand-Cambodia border fighting. So you got China involved now. China has expressed concern after Thailand launched airstrikes against forces from Cambodia along their disputed border. So let me show you where Thailand and Cambodia are. Cambodia. So let's go to Cambodia. This is Cambodia here. This is Thailand over here. Okay, so they are going at it. This was at the disputed border on Thursday, and a major escalation of tension between the Southeast Asian neighbors. And they said they're deeply concerned with ongoing developments and hope that the two sides will properly address issues through dialogue and consultation. Thailand and Cambodia are members of the Association of Southeast Asian Networks, which aims to prompt economic cooperation in the fastest growing region where the United States and China have competed for influence for years. China has good relations with both countries, but is particularly close to Cambodia, where the government has given Chinese Navy access to naval bases on the Gulf of Thailand. Now, I do believe that we supply Thailand with American weaponry. So this is not something you want to see popping off right now. So let's hope that they calm down and everything goes back to normal here. All right, so we are going to take a look at these earthquakes. I'm going to look at Oregon Live earthquake map real quick. Hello, George. Good morning. Welcome to the chat. So we're going to see what's going on Oregon Live earthquake map. Today I'm just doing a lot of jumping around. I wanted to bring news as to what had happened with Ozzy and Hulk Hogan. As y'all know, Ozzy Osbourne passed away. And now we have Hulk Hogan dead at the age of 71 today. And then we have wars popping off with Cambodia and Thailand. So just a lot of interesting stuff going on, you guys. So this one occurred on the 23rd, which was yesterday. It was a .9 in Looking Glass, Oregon. And then I'm just more interested in what's going on the East Coast. Even though I'm not seeing much, there is something going on up here in New York. There is a small swarm going on up here in New York. So we have a 1.3 that occurred on the 21st, a 1.2 that occurred on the 21st, a 0.7 occurred on the 21st. These say New Jersey, so I saw New York, but these are New Jersey. A 2.0 and a 1.1. So we do have a small swarm going on here in New Jersey. This looks like the same area where we had a bigger earthquake. However, not so surprising to see more earthquakes occurring here. We also have one down here. And this was on the 23rd, and it was a 1.2, 7 kilometers west of Roseman, North Carolina. Alrighty then. So, wasn't in Georgia, but it was in North Carolina. No, I did not feel this one. It was too small. Usually if they're like 2.5 and above, I feel those. So, that is our East Coast. So, we should probably look in between both of these points here. And we will probably be seeing earthquakes possibly in West Virginia. So, that is just something to keep an eye on. Daha, misinformation. Cambodia dug in before they initiated the attack. Hun, I am only going by what I am reading on the news, and I cannot give you anything other than what is being stated. I am not there, so therefore I guess I can't say anything. But hey, don't mind you commenting. Thank you. Alright, now we're going to take a look at Canada's earthquakes. All right. Now, as I had been sick the last week, there has been earthquakes on the 20th. As we can see, there were quite a lot of earthquakes on the 20th. There were 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 earthquakes on the 20th. Now, what I'm going to do is just find the biggest ones here. We've had a 2.2 on the 21st. 2.8 on the 21st. It's a mining event 13 kilometers west of Kamloops. I'm curious about this mining event, so let's go and take a peek at it. Alright, so here we go. Yes, it is a mining event. Big mine. Big pit mine. So some of these you can see that there is mines, and then some of them you don't see anything. So there is mining here as well. Alright, so back to the earthquakes here. The next one was a 2.9. 248 kilometers west-northwest of Port Hardy, British Columbia. So let's get this into Google Earth here and go take a look at this one as well. Now, Pierce, this one is off land. However, this is the Juan de Fuca convergent boundary, and we also have the divergent boundary over here. So this is at the meeting point for both of these coming together and coming into the American Pacific plate, and that is a continental transform boundary. And if I'm correct, Yep, this is Hawaii. So this is an area where we saw a bigger earthquake out before. It would not surprise me if we did see another big earthquake here again. It's just something to keep an eye on. And we've had a 3.5, 201 kilometers southwest of Whitehorse. And I believe that's Yukon territory. YT. If I don't get this wrong, because Richard will make fun of me. This one is up here in a mountainous region. Let's see here. I'll give y'all a flip shot. You can see that it is nice and mountainous up here. And there is probably, by the looks of it, there's fault lines through here. However, with these I don't have a means to check them. All right, so on to our next one. The earthquakes for today have not had any for today. However, there was another 3.4, and this was yesterday, and it was 150 kilometers west-northwest of Fort Simpson, Nunavut. So, we'll get this one in here. This was a 3.4, and we'll go see where this one's occurring. So we can see that this one is over here. This is the Northwest Territories. Looks like tree areas. So, let's see. Is this hilly? Yes. You can see that this is pretty much hilly area as well. All right, so that's what I have for you guys for Canada. Now let's take a look at our weather. And we'll see what's going on down here in the Gulf of America. As there was something occurring, it's moved over now. So this area is a trough of low pressure over north central Gulf, is currently producing a broad area of disorganized showers and thunderstorms. Over the next day or two, the system is forecast to move generally westward across the north central portions of the Gulf, where some slow development is possible. By this weekend, the system is likely to move inland, ending its chances for development. Regardless of tropical cyclone formation, locally heavy rainfall is possible for portions of the northern Gulf Coast through the weekend. So this storm has been moving from here and is going this way. So it looks to me like it could cut across this little portion of Texas and into Mexico. So this is something to keep an eye on, so that you know if there's going to be heavy rain and you are in this area, you might expect flooding. So be prepared. All right, you guys, that's what I got for you. Sage Pup says, that's cool. Thank you, Miss Rebecca. USBS doesn't ever show Canada. You are welcome. That is one of the things that I try to do, is to add in Canada, because I notice that Canada is not shown by USGS. It is not shown by EMSC unless they're like big, huge earthquakes. And people live up there, and I'm sure they'd like to know what's going on in their areas. So I try to add in some of the Canadian earthquakes along with my updates. Anyways, you guys, today is a hot day outside again. We are melting here in North Carolina. It is 91 right now. However, I'm not going outside because, if you can tell, it says it feels like it's 101 degrees out. So I've decided that it's best to stay indoors. I am feeling much better today. I actually slept well last night. I did wake up at like 3 o'clock in the morning and was awake until like 5. Went back to sleep and woke up about 9:30, and I was like, wow, I actually feel a lot better. So that is a good thing. Hopefully that it means that I am on the mend. I am not coughing so much, but yesterday I spent the whole day sneezing. So anyways, as you can see, weather from my area, it's going to be 96 today. So it's feeling like it's over 100. Tomorrow will be 96. On Saturday it will be 100 degrees. On Saturday it'll be 100 degrees. Sunday it'll be 100 degrees. Monday it'll be 100 degrees. Tuesday it'll be 100 degrees. Wednesday it'll be 101. Thursday it'll be 99. And Friday, thank God, and Saturday, thank God, they're both back down to 86 and 85. Woohoo! We needed to get cooler here. I don't know who forgot to turn off the oven, but you know what? They need to get that oven turned off. All right, you guys. Oh, I had like this idea today. I was thinking about it. I don't know. It sounds funny. I don't know if anybody's ever tried it, but you guys, hot air rises, right? So I was thinking, what if they created big, huge outdoor AC units, and they tried to cool the air? Wouldn't the heat rise while it stayed cooler down below? It's just a thought. But, that would probably take a lot of electricity. It was just a thought, because I know that they've come up with these cute little things, and I've been seeing ads for it, for these portable AC units. And I thought, well, what if they created a really huge portable AC unit to cool down the face of the planet? I wonder if that would work. All right, you guys, that's just a thought that I had. It's a little invention thing that I was thinking about. Anyways, you guys, I hope y'all are doing well. Please take good care of yourselves. Please remember to like, subscribe, share the video. This is your update for today. Thank you for everybody who checked in to the channel, who has been here, hasn't been here. Please remember to hit like. Please subscribe. And if you would like to help me out in any way, shape, or form, I do have a PayPal below the video. Anyways, you guys, I love you. And George says, wasn't me because I live in hell because it is hotter than hell in Michigan. Oh, my goodness. Anyways, I think I'd like to be in Michigan or somewhere up there right now where it's nice and cool. That's where I'd like to be. Anywhere in the world right now that it's very cold would be great. Anyways, you guys, I love you. Please remember to take care of yourselves and take care of each other. Much love. Oh, George, thank you for being here. Sage Pup, thank you for being here. Richard Smith, thank you for being here. Wherever you're at, hope you're driving safe. Sage Pup says, hope giant air conditioners cause an ice age. Anyways, all right, you guys, I love you. Please remember to tell someone you love them. Tomorrow is never promised, and make each day an adventure. Much love.